SupersuusGamr abducted my children and sold them to Kenyans, as well as ate my dog. I hate him so much.
I didn't want to make this video. I really didn't. And before you dislike this video, please watch the whole thing before doing so. Oh, I know you pooheads who dislike never watch the whole video because I'm almost always right. And God. One of the things I focused on in videos in the past was that people have this hypocritical sense of not being able to practice what they preach, especially with regards to their friends, and I apologize because I haven't been able to live up to the standard. Let me show you how to scratch it. In my defense, I thought what my friends did was bad, but I can just mull it over. But something happened recently. If I don't expose my friend, no one else will, and I'll keep getting worse and worse, so I'll nip it in the bud. Anyways, for those who don't know, SuperSuusGamr made a terrible video on Rick and Morty in 2018. How dare he? Imagine making a video on Rick and Morty. You must be evil to do that. This was after the hate for the show got more annoying than the fandom, but before I realized that trying to archive everything I could was important, the video was gone. To sum it up, he used cliché criticism against the funny Rick and Morty fandom, which is funny given the ending. I got this clip, but not the rest of it, sadly. The review was bad. If you make a bad review, it's harmless enough, but then it gets worse. He misattributed his detractors of any kind in an embarrassing flip-out.
If you have a Toon Link profile picture, please die. You cretin, you fool, you absolute baboon. You never learn, do you? You will crumble under the sight of my alpha male being approaching your pathetic life form. Hey, listen up, man. I'll have you know, I cannot take criticism very well. I'm retarded. At least according to the past several thousand comments I've received, as well as harassing emails. Now, if you'll excuse me, my soybean transplant into where my manhood used to be surgery is ready. Go again with the whole labeling me as a troll in order to invalidate all of my irrefutable arguments. It goes to show how much you actually cared about what I had to say, and how you're not taking me seriously at all. You're obviously a Rick and Morty fan, so I was hoping you would care, but no. It's just very close-minded of you. I even need to go on about this? Like what can I say? The comments kind of speak for themselves. All because I have a different opinion from you. Plus, it's like you brainlets didn't even watch the video. This was taken out of context. You know you're only embarrassing yourselves, right?
No.
Don't get me wrong. I am open to criticism.
No, I'm not.
He said it, not me, and I didn't even splice it, man.
What I am not open to, and what I will not tolerate, are people like you. Rick and Morty fans are not real people! Maybe if I made more pee-pee-poo-poo jokes, you people would actually listen. Otherwise, how about instead, you just go back to finishing your Rick and Morty fanfictions or something? As you can tell, there's pretty much no getting to them. It just baffles me how little they can come up with in terms of refutation, if you will, and how people see absolutely nothing wrong with this show. Making this video was pointless, and now just about everybody hates my guts.
Why are we still here? Just to
I'm going to slam my chicken head against the chicken wall until my chicken egg head cracks. There's my little kid review.
Imagine not letting people criticize you. Once again, first, if you dislike this video, you are stupid. I hate the phrase can't take criticism, so let's just deconstruct this. Reflux. Oh. This dude contradicts himself so many times throughout this video, it's not even funny. He really seems dismissive of my comments I tried leaving on his video, just because I got into an argument with Alakazam and Alak Mark.
Oh, no matter. Do you like eat poo? Listen, you don't have to like my videos. If you don't like my videos, just ignore it. Just ignore it. Don't like, don't watch. It's not the end of the world. Also, stop leaving dislikes. You know I'm right. And it just hurts my feelings. I have to make a living somehow. I have like 7 children to feed. 3 of them don't even belong to me. They stay in the basement. Moving on. Okay, I can't ignore this one any longer. Not gonna lie, I think you had some points about Rick and Morty, honestly. It was a pretty decent show for its first 2 seasons. However, I feel like you got weirdly antagonistic towards its fandom time and time again. I feel like it needs to be restated time and time again that the environment surrounding the show does not necessarily make it bad. With the Rick and Morty fandom in particular, most examples brought up aren't even real. For example, at around the 9:21:19 mark, you brought up the infamous example of the man on the McDonald's table. He was screeching to mock the fandom, and though, yes, it is his fault for acting autistic, as you so eloquently put it, autistic does not mean retarded, kind of offensive to be honest, but he does not represent the fandom. He represents the detractors. The same can be said for the 8008 mark, where you mentioned the Reddit copypasta was also mocking the fandom. Most of the things referenced to disrespect the fandom aren't even applicable, and even if they were, this wouldn't make sense, because judging a show on its fandom is completely disingenuous. And though I compliment your points after the 503 mark, it's just the fandom. And somehow, with all that time, you couldn't even find many new examples. And then to top it all off, near the end, at the 20:03:37 mark, you talk about how the show fell because of the normies. And yet the Reddit post you mentioned at the 8008 mark contradicts this, because you are criticizing pretentious gatekeeper mentality, and then you completely contradict yourself in order to do the same thing. Why? I know Rags told me that Rick and Morty is objectively bad, and his only reason was for me to watch this whole video. But I'm really sad that a YouTube video that is almost a day long was not even well constructed, in all honesty. I usually am a lot more positive with this kind of stuff, but this might have to be my first dislike on a YouTube video ever. I hope you can learn from my constructive criticism. Next time, I look forward to your content as long as you change it from this. 2 out of 10. This is typically the part where I'd give my response, and you would think that this is all. But there's more. Don't freaking talk poo about Super. You took this video out of context. Hey, I was trying to be constructive. If you don't like, don't watch. Oh, come on, guys. I was told I couldn't judge it unless I watch it, and now that I'm judging it, I wasn't allowed to watch this? They say the Rick and Morty fandom is bad. SMH. You're being mean, not gonna lie. Yeah, you're a idiot. Just criticism. Oh, okay, sure thing, buddy. At least I have enough of a brain to understand what that word means. To be fair, you have to have a high IQ. Dated meme. The meme isn't even dated. I just saw it on Instagram today. Seems really unwarranted. It ISJ such his opinion, after all. Sorry, English is not my first language. But seriously, go away, hater. LMFAO, are you mad, you anti-SJW incel cuck? Sorry I made you cried. Get real, kid. You call Rick and Morty fans pretentious when you're the one spitting out all this disgusting... Okay, after this I'm dropping this conversation, but I was defending the fandom all that comment, so I just spun everything I said. You seem far more childish due to that. Grammar's blowing anyway, so nice projection there, buddy. Also, are you liking your own comments now? I realize all our profiles seem similar with the profile picture, but it's still kind of irritating to be associated with Neanderthals like yourself. LMFAO, I was just pretending to be retarded, lol. Nice backpedaling there, kid, lol. I'm sure all that triggered energy will be of good use when you get your head out of supers. Well, you'll learn what you're doing when you're older, lol. LMFAO, pathetic so. But that makes you actually... whatever. Good luck with that toxic attitude in life. Says he won't reply. Replies, smiling emoji to hide the pain. Aye, kid. Clown emoji. Do I-
Help me! Help! I'm on fire! Ah, it burns! He is a funny hypocrite with funny double standards who take shit out of funny context. Reflux. Fuck. I'm gonna die. Anyways, who takes shit out of funny context to funny contradict himself. He is funny entitlement and wants others to funny take criticism while being funny subjective, while claiming he's being funny objective. He funny slanders people while it's also not funny 2016 anymore, while also being funny simp and funny incel who's funny normie, who's funny disgusting and funny redditor and funny can't take what he dishes out and needs to funny back up his claims. He's such a funny asshole in the original video that all of the understandable reactions are just pure funny confirmation biases. He switches between the funny satire excuse and demands funny debates and to be funny taken seriously. He funny projects as he says others jump on the funny bandwagon, which is rich coming from a guy who said Rick and Morty is bad in 2018, not even 2017. He provides no funny evidence. This Grim Reaper profile picture is funny edgy as funny fuck. Insert funny bleach here. He doesn't understand the funny irony. His critiques are funny redundancy. He goes after funny low-hanging fruit. He has no funny morality because he is a funny clout chaser. He might as well be a funny lolcow with all of the funny, pathetic validation he needs. Almost forgot to say funny there. That was a close one. He is a funny troll. He is best friends with funny Nicholas Diorio and involved with a funny circle jerk. And good God, the worst part is he isn't even funny. Like, for God's sakes, he thinks Rick and Morty is real. Do you believe me? Let me show proof.
Hey, wait a minute. You're a cartoon. And cartoons are real. You actually exist because you're a cartoon. Yeah.
If that isn't bad enough, he even said the funny N-word.
Fuck this! I'm on Blog TV with my fucking hands up! I'm not starting my fucking self! You fucking stupid bitch! This stupid fucking justice, all fucking righteous fucking
Smart.
Alex is doing this shit! You fucking I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna yo, everybody type in the chat.
Smart.
Alex is a stupid Just type in the chat, Alex is a stupid fucking fuck.
But this isn't the issue. It took me a while because he's unlisted every video except a few. This is funny disingenuous because he takes the funny context out of his comment response, which, you know, makes them seem hysterical and funny projects when they were giving reasonable criticism given the funny context. He also likes VTubers, which is fucking cringe. He might not be that thing that apparently any 18-year-old who makes sex jokes in the same mile radius as a 17-year-old is considered on Twitter, even if there's a 1-year age difference if you have more subscribers than someone else online on this one nerdy-ass website that is apparently a power dynamic. VTubers are like Twitch thoughts if they were CGI ooh lollies voiced by men with voice changers. I'm totally confident in this. Look at a panda.
You fucking
VTubers must be destroyed. Wow, this Demon Dice person makes some really awesome music videos. I wonder... Okay, sorry about getting funny off subject. Let's turn back to hiding the entire video like a funny coward. Now all my friends are funny betraying me. They could have funny contacted me first, you know? They're trying to use funny revisionist history. I'm incredibly funny disappointed. They even funny apologized in the past. But they clearly funny went back on their word and haven't funny changed in the past 3 years. I've even contacted Woyo, claiming this video that he claims is the truth is a funny lie.
He's about to get so triggered. Oh, you guys ready? Here comes the triggering.
So there is a funny conspiracy being started here. Additionally, SupersuusGamr might have been the person who got one of my videos striked for harassment. Might sound like a stretch, since it wasn't directed at him, wasn't listed, got destroyed within 4 minutes of the upload. He's never seen it or heard of it, but I bet it was him. Why, you may ask? So he's a funny false flagger because he can't take funny criticism. I'm gonna die. No, please don't. In addition to the other stuff mentioned, some of his jokes funny offend me by being funny transphobic. Don't you dare criticize this beautiful toothpaste hair saga for anything. If you do, you are funny transphobe. And if you disagree with me, it's not 2016 anymore. I can just say that and like all arguments against me are destroyed, eradicated. He also likes VTubers, which is fucking cringe. Wait. God. I gotta pad out this video to get the 10-minute mark, okay? Let me funny repeat myself to get to funny 10 minutes. But, okay, so his Rick and Morty comments response that had a lot of funny cringe in it. Took me out of context. As you can tell by Woyo's video and the timestamp mentioned here, it's impossible that this video that was a re-upload of SupersuusGamr's was 10 minutes. It had to have at least been hundreds of hours. So, obviously a failure on Woyo's part. You think you can sneak by? You think you can lie to defend your bro? That ain't flying with me. Poohead. Now let's go to the recent thing. Squidward plays Splatoon 2. He ripped me off in one of my videos very recently. It was a year ago. That's how recent it was. As many of you know, my Squidward plays Splatoon 2 video was my idea and no one else's. And now he buys a plushie just to one-up me? God, I thought we were funny friends. If you had an issue with me, you could have contacted me funny personally. Ha! All of your arguments, funny and validated. Here's the ending segment. I'ma go funny slander you, I swear, despite having some good takes on YouTubers. Can't respect a man who defends K-pop and is the YouTube avatar of cancel culture. Maybe you'll stutter through a segment complaining about She-Ra's boobs being too tiny. Either that or he'll try to defend a journalist who can't beat a Cuphead tutorial in the stupidest way possible. Maybe write a book crying about Mario being his only savior. Sure, he might have been worse in 2017, but he has this level of contempt still there towards his fans. Next, he'll cry about the Reddit button being orange. I don't know whose content is worse. Butch Hartman's plagiarism, Bo Black's funny, awkward reading of tweets, Stephen Colbert saying Trump's bad for the trillionth time, or SupersuusGamr's Rick and Morty video. It could be worse. Looking at his other reviews, his head must be stuck in the cosmos. If he can't decide whether or not opinions are objective or not. All I can see is that if you like Star Wars prequels, you're dumb, but if you dislike the sequels, it's just your opinion, man. Somehow. At this rate, he might as well advertise his Kiwi Farms for slandering over a Don't Ping Me meme. His older videos are about as painful as an MTG weeb shitting out poorly made scams and clout chasing like a lion to a zebra. At least they aren't as trash as shitting on Sword and Shield for the same fucking thing for 2 years straight. Oh wait, it is. I've heard from some prison mates that he just jumps on bandwagons whenever he sees a hint of controversy, while also pretending to have the funny and moral high ground. Imagine calling out a smaller YouTuber without much detail, but it's fine if you go into so much detail harassing them for hours on end that they become miserable. Love the funny double standard there, you know? Goodness gracious. He pretends to be nice and he pretends to change, but he sees smaller people as a weapon to take down a target. Not to say this is a Vosh moment. Being a self-admitted family channel, he advocates for Republitard propaganda while showing inappropriate content. It's just kid shows, at least write a script. Funny how he tried to play victim for railing against a bigger YouTuber for an hour, and then they squashed his ratio with a few out of context digs and he started crying for 3 minutes. He must either be Elvis. It's funny, I did write Elvis in school. Either way, it's either Elvis or an alien with how sloppy his reviews are and how tone deaf SupersuusGamr is. I'd wager that if he is a gamer alien, he's a gamer from Mars. Dude, I just called him that. He also funny blocks people on Twitter, which makes him one level above pedophile, but a level below storytime animator. Not one, of course. Maybe he has a great babysitter he screwed in Area 51. You know, claims he never has a farce, despite being a Clark, and if he likes the funny commentary and the narrative to make it seem overly sinister and serious, well, funny manipulating his audience as if he's the right opinion or something. The next subject might not be too shiny, just like his Ray, which I'm sure is bigger than his William and his Johnson. Mostly because he started everything wrong with YouTube, despite not being the worst YouTuber. His manipulation is so easy peasy, he must be trolling. Joke number 1, SupersuusGamr channel. Joke number 2, still
we should start saying that we identify as attack helicopters. Joke number 2, still pending.
I fucking hate.
Who goes there? What?
I'm sick of hearing you and your slander, YouTuber dumb ale from YouTube.com. Come and fight me like a man!
Hi guys, we lost the budget. We spent it all on Funko Pops and crack. Anyways, so we're an unboxing channel now. Stab boxing channel. Open bitch. We're an unboxing channel. Crack. Why won't you fucking open, bitch? Come on. Fucking loser. Phone fucking falling. There we go. Perfect. I can adjust it to the quarter. Scissors. Come on, bitch. Open. You piece of shit. Don't want to dox myself and show the address, baby. It's opening. It's birthing my child. Damaged Hades.
Look at that smug little bastard.
That's the enemy. He's smaller. He's skeleton. It's dark. It's light. It's dark. It's light. The balance of light and darkness and eternal struggle. I win. No, see, I'm such a Chad. I beat him in one shot, 1.5. In hindsight, maybe there are more dignified ways to end things.
I'm sick of hearing you and your slander, YouTuber dumb ale from YouTube.com. Come and fight me like a man!
Number 1. Rexona Girl 24-hour intensive pussy wind Hello Kitty antiperspirant.